And cryptocurrency, people say, well, how secure is Bitcoin? I go, what side do you want to look at? If you want to look at the blockchain, I think it's extremely secure. It's a mathematical principle that allows you to validate with absolute certainty a source and destination for any transaction. That's very powerful. On the other hand, I see people who put wallets on their smartphones. Now something that you may not know is that over half of all smartphones, both iOS and Android, are infected with keystroke logging software. This is a known fact. Every pornography site in the world, if you have ever, I'm sure nobody here has ever looked at pornography, but if you have, if there's a rare exception, then you have keystroke logging software. How do you think they make their money? See, this is the issue. It costs millions of dollars to maintain these massive databases and have the bandwidth to disperse this pornography, and yet you don't pay. Yes, you're paying. The instant you visit the site, if you have an Android, for example, the site runs a JavaScript which sets the download unauthorized application flag. The very first video that you watch, you now, because that's a click-through, you clicked, you did something. You said, yes, oh, good, that's yes, I'll do that. Downloads, first and foremost, a remote rooting function. If it's an iPhone, a remote jailbreaking program. All can be remotely rooted now. After it's rooted, they download a keylogger, and all this takes just a matter of seconds. And from that point on, somebody is watching every single one of your keystrokes. Now, people pay these pornography sites for the ability to put their keylogging software on your phones. Why? Well, they're just going to hang around until you access it and input your keys or your passwords, and the next day, your wallet's going to be empty. Or maybe you do online banking, all right? You have a password, you have an application. The very first time you've logged into your bank to check your balance or do anything, they go, thank you very much. And the next day, your bank balance will disappear. Now, why has this not happened to you already? Because hackers are not stupid. In order to take something, they have to download additional software. If they only take 400 or 500 people's bank accounts in one day, then the next day, the white hat hackers are going to say, this is how they did it. Everybody, you can protect yourself. No. They're going to wait until one day this year or next year, and 100 million people in one day are going to have your bank accounts eradicated. Zero balance. Or your identity will be stolen. Or your Bitcoin wallet will be emptied. Or maybe they've been watching your keystrokes to see if, maybe you're saying something to a friend or a lover that maybe could compromise you. Maybe they can blackmail you. If they get lucky, you might be a United States congressman or a senator, in which case, now not only do they have money, they have power. So this is why this is being done. And the Russian cyber mafia and the Chinese cyber mafia are so powerful. They pay literally hundreds of millions of dollars to these pornography sites to allow them to access your smartphone so that at some point they can utilize that. So it's something to think about.
What is the most significant value of Bitcoins? What would you say?
Well, I think the most significant value is that it is a new paradigm of money. And it's not going to go away. It's like Pandora's box. We've opened the box. It came out. It's not going away. No matter how much governments would like it to, no matter how problematic it is for banks, it's here to stay and it's growing. And the world will have to learn to adapt to it. If not Bitcoin, then one of some other cryptocurrency, because there's hundreds of them. And I would caution people because many of these new cryptocurrencies are scams. People who say, oh God, there's a lot of money to be made, let's create our own currency and name it whatever, the McAfee coin. And let's pre-mine 1 million of them and sell them. But please, it's a license to steal. And they do it because people do not understand the technology behind it. And here's some other advice. If you are going to become involved in any kind of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin or Ethereum or Monero or whatever, you need to educate yourself. It is easy to lose your money and to become confused. So, and these are problems that will fix themselves. The simplicity, it's difficult now because it's a new technology and we don't have the facilities to keep you as the owner of the money from hurting yourself through lack of education. We can build software to take that away. It'll just take time. A year, 2 years, 3 years, that problem will go away. But banks, governments, people who collect taxes from income, it's a problem they're going to have to deal with.
Is there any way to secure your Bitcoins once you've earned them?
Yeah, absolutely. I think mine are secure. But the only way to do it is offline. I mean, you can buy devices. My favorite one is Trezor, T-R-E-Z-O-R, and the reason is because your seed keys. When you first create a wallet, it gives you a thing called seed keys. It's a list of words, random words: car, shoelace, dog, cow, whatever. And these are your seed keys, randomly generated to the point that there's no way anybody could ever guess them in the right order. Now, the ridiculousness of wallets, keep in mind that if you've been to a pornography site, someone's watching you anyway. As soon as you install the wallet, it shows you what your seed keys are, asks you to input them so that you got it correct. Well, you just gave up your wallet to any hacker who wants access to it. What's nice about the Trezor device, and by the way, I have nothing to do with Trezor. I'm not promoting it for sale. Nothing. I just use it. Is it has a tiny little screen that shows you the seed keys on this screen, not your smartphone, not your laptop, not your desktop, but on that device. So no hacker can access them. And then once you've put your Bitcoins into the wallet, unplug it, bury it in the backyard, hide it under your mattress, whatever you want to do with it, like it was real cash. So, but to keep the wallet on any intelligent device, whether it's your laptop, your desktop, or any mobile device, that's insane. It will get stolen.